What's up, guys? It's Marc the Greatest. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 obstacles of success. Now, if you're new to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also share this video with anyone that you may know, because someone might need to hear this presentation, y'all, because I'm going to be dropping some jewels and some gems on this. And let's get right into it, y'all. So what are 7 obstacles of success, right? And there's a lot of obstacles, obviously, but I want to go over 7 today. So let's get right into it, y'all. So the first one is procrastination. Okay. So I think a lot of people procrastinate on their dreams, right? Like I've said in my last video that I previously made, procrastination is a dream killer. Let me say that again. Procrastination is a dream killer. So whatever you put on for later, it's most likely not going to get done. You know what I mean? So it's better to get things out of the way so that you're not waiting on time, right? You're not depending on time to do it for you, basically. And that's basically what procrastination is. Procrastination is waiting until it's too late to do something. And I do not want you guys to procrastinate on your dreams and even on yourself. If you know something has to get done, just get it out the way. Just do it so that you're not stressing at the last minute, so that you're not you get rid of a lot of stress when you don't procrastinate. So I'm just here to tell y'all, man, whatever dreams you guys have, whatever you have to do not procrastinate. And I realize us as human beings, like I've said in my last video, we're not perfect. You know what I mean? We're not meant to be perfect. We're not meant to have everything right. And I'm going to discuss a little bit more about this in the later slides, you guys. So we're going to go right into the next slide because I really explained this in my previous video. So you guys, if you haven't checked out my previous video, go check it out. And it's called Procrastination is the Dream Killer. I want y'all to watch that video, and I deeply explain why procrastination is a no-go. Okay, you guys should not be procrastinating. Next slide, y'all. So another obstacle of success is your ego. Okay, so apparently you guys might look at my channel and be like, ego, what is this guy? This guy is full of ego. His name is Marc the Greatest. He thinks he's all that. I know some of y'all are thinking that right now, but honestly, y'all, like, this is an aspect that a lot of us go through. A lot of us have. you know we even are afraid, like us being afraid to do things. That is an ego, right? us telling ourselves us telling ourselves we're not able to do something, that is an ego. Okay, I want to read these quotes really fast. A man asked Buddha, I want happiness. Buddha said, first remove I, that's ego. Then remove want, that's desire. See, now you are left with only happiness. Okay, this is very important. Excuse me. This is very important. I'm going to read it again. A man asked Buddha, I want happiness. Lord Buddha said, first remove I, that's ego. Then remove want, that's desire. See, now you are left with only happiness. Okay, so you have to sometimes get rid of your desire. Sometimes you got to get rid of that ego. You got to get rid of that I. You know what I'm saying? So like when you say, oh, I want this, or say, oh, me, when things come down to me, that's ego. Like even I do it sometimes in my videos, and this is something I even have to stop. Like I have to stop saying me, oh, this is what I went through. And I get it because, you know, I've been through a lot in my life. So I have a lot to share. But when you start doing it too much, like, oh, this, I think that, and you don't you don't have respect, or if you don't hear out anyone else, then that's ego. That's ego. When you're not willing to listen to anyone else but yourself, that's ego. So I want you guys to get rid of ego. Like put that ego in check. You know what I mean? And I sometimes I gotta do it. I just put in ego right now. You know what I'm saying? Like what I just said, like you have to put that in check, right? And I want to read this next quote for y'all. The ego is an identity of our own construction, an identity which is false. So our egos aren't our true selves, you guys. That's basically what this quote is saying. Our egos aren't our true selves. So when you get rid of that ego and instead of having ego, you have empathy, instead of having that, oh, me, instead of me, turn that into we. And this is not French. This is the WEWEWE. This is not the OUI like the French. No, it's not like that. What I'm saying is when you start saying we, empathy, 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 then that's where your whole world changes. That's where the world doesn't revolve just around you. You have to acknowledge that there are other people in the world. There's other people with feelings, with things they may have gone through, and some might have even gone through worse than you. So you have to acknowledge that. And once you get rid of that, excuse me, y'all, like ooh, my system. Anyway, once you get rid of that ego, then your whole world opens up. Then people start opening up to you. People start saying, oh, he's nice. He treats people nice. And when you start respecting people, that ego goes out the window. Just like this man is pushing the ego right out the window, he's pushing that E. And that's what you guys got to go and do. You have to push that E out of here and just go. You know what I'm saying? Just go without that ego. Okay, that's the point I want to get to today. So, next slide, y'all. Perfectionism. Okay, so I think a lot of people want to be perfect. And I've had this before too, where, I wanted a video to be perfect like I normally do it, but I realized that, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I cut out certain parts of my videos, and you guys might notice that I edit my videos, I make mistakes. It may look like I don't make mistakes, but I stutter sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mess up. I sometimes have a cloudy brain sometimes. Sometimes I don't even know what to say for real. You know what I'm saying? So this is these are some traits of perfection, right? So fear of failure, right? So you guys, you cannot be afraid to fail if you want to succeed. Let me say that again. You cannot be afraid to fail if you want to succeed. So really, y'all, like success, in order to succeed, you need failure. You need to fail your way to success. And that's how you get to success. The 97% of people, and I've said this quote, the 97% of people work for the 3% that never gave up. And guess what the 3% that never gave up did? They failed. They failed their way to success. Believe it or not, they failed their way to success, right? And they weren't perfect. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't perfect. Bill Gates was not perfect. Steve Jobs wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. Dan Pena isn't perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. So I'm just here to tell y'all, man, avoid procrastination at all costs, right? Avoid perfectionism at all costs, y'all. And the next word, man, procrastination, y'all. I already went over procrastination. And if y'all want to watch that video, watch my last video on procrastination, y'all. That is a dream killer. The next one right here is unrealistic standards. Okay. So sometimes we put these standards on ourselves. We put these, oh, I'm going to reach this by this time. Sometimes you got to go with the flow. Okay. Sometimes you can't put a date on certain things. Like even with my YouTube channel, man, like I said, oh, I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I said that to myself and I was like, Mark, are you crazy? I mean, and that's pretty unrealistic if y'all think about it. Like people take years to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That takes years. I've only been on YouTube for 2 years. That takes years. So you guys, you have to keep your goals and your standards realistic, y'all. Like you have to be in tune with reality. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come up with some crazy number like, oh, I'm gonna make 100,000 by the end of next year. I'm not saying it's possible, but don't at the same time, like, don't put that pressure on yourself. And this is what a lot of perfectionists do. And whenever they don't finish something or whenever they don't achieve something, they get all upset. But I'm here to tell you guys, you need to embrace the journey of success. Let me say that again. You need to embrace the journey of success because success isn't perfect. Success is a rocky road. Is just like these mountains you guys see right now. Success is like a mountain. You're going to have to climb, and there's going to be some bumps. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a perfect straight shot. It's going to be some bumps. It's going to be some obstacles that you're going to have to face. Okay. And the next one I want to, get at, the next trait that I want to get at for perfection is highly critical. So, like I said, you don't want to put so much pressure on yourself that you end up giving up on yourself. Okay. I don't want you guys to judge yourself because in the journey of success, it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? Like you kind of have to relax a little bit. You know what I mean? And not relax too much where you're so laid back that you don't do anything, but don't go so hard that you're too hard on yourself. Right. So you guys have to be in that sweet spot, like right in the middle of not being too hard on yourself, but yet not being lazy either. And that, you guys, excuse me, that you guys, I want you guys to prevent perfectionism. Okay. Next slide, y'all. Lack of money, right? So a lot of people say, oh, I can't afford this course. Oh, I can't afford this. Oh, I can't afford to buy this. Or I can't afford to buy this stock. There's always a way. When there is a will, there is a way. Let me say that again, y'all. I want y'all to get this. When there is a will, there is a way. Okay. So whenever you don't have much money, you can always find a way to get to that money in order to invest in that course. You can always find a way. When there is a will, there is a way. Okay. I want you guys to know this. There's so many times where I invested in myself, but sometimes I had that limiting belief telling myself, oh, I can't afford this. And even if it's to your last dime, y'all, like sometimes the investment in yourself, let me tell y'all something. The best investment you can make, the best investment that you can make is in yourself. Let me say that again. The best investment that you can make is in yourself. So don't doubt yourself. Even if you don't have much money, don't doubt yourself because this is a part of the journey of success. You're not always going to have money. You're not always going to have all of the resources that you need. I look at, when I first started YouTube, I don't have a flashy computer. I don't have an iMac computer, or I don't have a Canon camera, a $4,000 camera. I don't have that stuff. I started with an iPhone. I basically started with what I have. Okay, you might be in debt now. You might not have everything that you need, but start anyway. You might be in debt. Start anyway. Your parents might tell you you can't do it. Start anyway. Your friends might tell you that you can't do something. Start anyway. You might not have enough money in your bank account. You might have like $5 in your bank account. Start anyway. Okay. So I'm just here to tell you when there is a will, there is a way. So money should not be in the way of your success, you guys. This is something you guys have to avoid. This is an obstacle, and I still face this obstacle. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, lack of money is not an excuse to why you cannot be successful. Next slide, you guys. Fear, okay? A lot of people let fear get in the way of their success. Okay, you cannot let fear get in the way of your success. When I first started YouTube, and I'm gonna keep saying when I started doing YouTube, because I've been through all of these previous obstacles that I'm explaining to you guys right now. I've been through them, a lot of them, and I still go through them. Okay, but you cannot let your fear get in the way of your success, right? When you do, that only stagnates you. You don't end up um, manifesting your dreams. You don't end up taking action when you have fear. You have to conquer that fear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't have fear. I'm saying you have to conquer that fear. You have to have courage in order to be successful. Let me say that again, y'all. You need to have courage in order to be successful. So those that are afraid, yes, even though you might be afraid, but the question is, are you going to take action in spite of that fear? Let me say that again. Are you going to take action in spite of that fear? And my answer, when I first started YouTube, my answer was I was going to take action, even though I stuttered on my first video, even though I was nervous, even though I didn't know what to say. I still started in spite of my fear. So I want you guys to start things in spite of your fear. Regardless of what you're feeling, start anyway. Start. That's what I'm going to say about fear. Just start. Who cares if you sound nervous on your first video? Your first video is going to suck. Your first video is going to suck. Your your first business is going to suck. Your first podcast is going to suck. But your 50 millionth podcast is going to be great. So you guys, it's all about repetition. It's all about doing things over and over and over and over until you get good. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something. I've probably made maybe over 160 YouTube videos. Let me say that again. I've made over 160 YouTube videos. So you guys, in order for me to get this good on camera, in order for me to be able to speak to my subscribers and to send my message, I had to conquer my fear, right? When I first opened this camera up, I was nervous, y'all. Honestly, I'm telling the truth. Like a lot of times when I start my videos, I'm nervous because, I'm afraid of what people will say. But at the same time, I conquer it. I move in spite of my fear. So I want you guys to move in spite of your fear, no matter what you do in your life. Okay. Next slide, y'all. This is very important. Time, right? So do not let time get in the way of your success. You have 24 hours, 7 days a week to work on your grind. Let me say that again. You have 24 hours and 7 days a week to work on your grind. So you guys, stop saying I don't have time. I don't care if you have 2 kids at home. I don't care if you have 5 kids at home. I don't care if you have to go to college that next morning. I don't care if you have to go to work that next morning. I'm here to tell you that time is not an excuse. Time is not an excuse because you can always make time for the things that you want. Let me say that again. You can always make things for the time. You can always make time for the things that you want to accomplish. So get on your grind. Time is not an excuse to why you cannot achieve success. Okay. I've made videos. Let me be honest here. I've made videos at 12 o'clock at night when a lot of people are asleep. I'm up. And that's the difference between the successful people and the unsuccessful people. Most successful people, some of them, yes, they do sleep 8 hours a day, but a lot of them, they're not sleep 8 hours a day. They're not sleep 8 hours a day. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them hustle all night. Some of them didn't get sleep. And yes, sleep is essential for the body. The body needs sleep, or else the body cannot function properly. But at the same time, you cannot value sleep so much that you forget about your dreams. Let me say that again, y'all. I want y'all to get this. You cannot value sleep so much that you forget about your dreams. So, you guys, you have 24 hours, 7 days a week. Just like all these CEOs that succeeded: Oprah Winfrey, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, who is now the richest guy in the world. You guys, they had the same time as you did. So if they could do it, you can do it. Okay. Next slide, you guys. You have time. Now, the last distraction, the last obstacle of success that I'm going to be discussing is distractions, right? So you can have all these distractions in the world. You can have the wrong people around you. That's a distraction. Your phone, social media, right? All these things can be a distraction. And in order for you to succeed, you need to get rid of all distractions that you have. You need to get rid of everything that distracts you from your goals. You need to get rid of people who aren't you need to get rid of people who aren't serving you anymore. You need to get rid of friends who don't have a goal. You need to get rid of friends who are not ambitious about anything. If your friends aren't discussing investing, self improvement, or getting some money, you need to get them out of your life. If they're not discussing self improvement, investing, getting money, working out, any of that stuff, if they're not discussing that stuff, you need to get them out of your life. And that's the hardcore truth. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but that's the hardcore truth. You, and honestly, success is not a pretty thing. And success is not for the weak. Okay. If you can't handle getting rid of your distractions, stay with where you are. Stay content with where you are. But if you want to be successful, if you want to get some money, if you want to have some M's in your bank account, you need to get rid of all distractions that are going to hold you back from success. Get rid of all distractions, all of them, all of them. And this is what I had to realize. If I wanted to be successful, I needed to get rid of people who were no longer serving me. I needed to get rid of people who I knew in the back of my head, okay, this person's not helping me. What is this person? And see how I figured out what my distractions were was I spent a lot of time to myself, and I started to analyze. And when you have that alone time, you can analyze. That's when you start kind of waking up to things, and you start to analyze, okay, this person is fake. This person seems okay. This person is fake. This person seems like he has nothing going on, right? So you can observe, and once you start observing the people very closely, then you'll know who are distractions and who aren't distractions. And I'm not saying don't have friends. You just need to have the right type of friends. Let me say that again. I'm not saying you don't need friends. I'm saying you need to have the right type of friends. The friends that are going to lift you up. The friends that are going to push you. The friends that are going to challenge you Honestly, y'all, you guys need like successful friends, people that are earning more than you are. That's the type of friends you need. If they're not earning like M's in their bank account, if they're not making 100K a year, you don't need to be hanging around them if you want success. And I'm not saying success is all about money, but if the people you're hanging with aren't doing what you're doing or they're not on what you're on, why are you hanging around them? And that's the hardcore truth. But a lot of people don't want to hear this. And that's fine. But stay content with where you are if you were just like that. But I'm here to tell y'all the hardcore truth, y'all. Next slide. Okay, so these are the articles that I got some of, you know, the these are some articles that I got the 7 obstacles to success from. So you guys, I want to show you guys what the I want to show you guys what these look like. Okay. So this is the article that I got one of uh this is the article that I got some of the ideas from that I've presented to you guys. So you guys, you can always check this article and see what you guys think about it, right? Like I said, procrastination, ego, fear of failure, right? Life changes, you guys. Like this article is very good. So you guys check it out. And I want to show you guys one more article, you guys. One more article that I got my ideas from to make this PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Okay. 7 obstacles to success. It's just like my presentation, but I used it a little bit differently. Lack of focus. That's another good one. Perfectionism, lack of money. See, this is where I got my ideas from. So, you guys, I want y'all to check out the articles that I, got my sources from to let y'all know that this is not, I made my own version, but this is where I got some of my ideas from. And, I just want to show y'all like the credibility and everything, have that certain level of professionalism. And we're going to go ahead and get right into this last slide, y'all. So the end. And y'all see the flag. Y'all see the flag. It's waving like this. Flag is waving like this. It's just waving. Right? So you guys, I really wanted y'all to learn the 7 obstacles of success, y'all. Like honestly, there's a lot of obstacles that you're going to face in spite of success. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to face. But I'm here to tell you that you can overcome these obstacles. You can overcome every obstacle that gets in your way. And even when you do become successful, you're still going to have obstacles, right? When you go up a new level, there's always a new devil. Let me say that again, y'all. I want y'all to get this. When you go up a new level, there's always a new devil. There's always a new enemy when you go up on the levels. It's just like the Mario Brothers. When you go up level 1, the challenge is a little easy. But when you get up to level 10, the challenge is a lot harder. So I want you guys to keep that in mind that there is always going to be an obstacle, but you guys can achieve it. I believe that you guys can overcome these obstacles, y'all. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Hopefully, you weren't annoyed by my stuttering or whatever. I know y'all aren't tripping about that, but thank you guys for watching my video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and also hit that notification bell for more of my upcoming videos, you guys. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Comment down below your opinions. What do you guys think are some obstacles of success that weren't mentioned in this presentation, you guys? And I hope everyone has a great day, y'all. Have a blessed one. It's Marc the Greatest. Peace.